Hello, YouTube. We've officially made it to double digits. Part 10 of the Ghost Run. And I and Jin are appreciative of your presence. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch all the way into the playthrough this far. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my cat, too. Please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. Those of you that have been commenting on like every episode, thanks for doing that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the kind words and stuff. Don't post spoilers, any of that. But seriously, you're the best. So, see what we got today. Came all the way up here for Lady Masako, and I say we head down to Azamo today. Which means we're going to take a little detour here at the Golden Temple, grab our gift, and then we'll keep moving. It's very kind of these people to give us gifts. 100 supply.
We better get used to them.
2 upgrades available. Samurai clan armor. Ronin attire. Okay, so this is already fully done, which is nice. Honestly, I'm very happy with how I look right now.
We are midway between Koryo and the main.
I need gold before I can upgrade my katana. So, from the Golden Temple, we ride to Azamo.
More attacks. Control the sea. So not necessary.
And we'll see what happens along the way. So people love to ask me all the time, DrMick, what's your favorite playthrough? And I don't really like answering that question because it's not really about favorites for me. But I will tell you that 10 episodes into this game, this is definitely one of them. I really, really have enjoyed what this game has had to offer. So this is very high on my list. So those of you that love to ask me that question over and over, just know, 10 episodes in, already very high on my list.
Looking for me?
This dude riding in on a horse. I always miss my first block of the stream. It's like I have to get my self in order here.
You'll be free soon.
My prayers have been answered.
Be careful up there.
I'd be honored if you had this.
Thank you. Come here, Nobu. I think the wind physics alone make this game.
Even up hope, my lord.
Don't worry, I got you, bud. The winding trail. It's all winding, no trail. Oh, there we go. My headcanon is that they're giving us all pocket lint. Hey, it's great for a fire starter. Pocket lint is excellent kindling. Use them for the tips of my fire arrows. Oof. hate to see that. I mean, all this beauty, and then you have just the horrors of war juxtaposed against it. Terrible. Oh, damn. You guys are getting messed up. I'll let the bear mess you up. This is a place that I've already been. Oh, I know where I'm at now. Took me a minute to get my bearings, but... Oh, baby, some rain. Oh, good thing I got this cool hat on. And this trail. Yeah, we'll smell this.
Let's go, Nobu.
The word juxtaposed needs to be in more vocabulary than a Tool song and a DrMick playthrough. Hey, anytime I can be mentioned with Tool in the same sentence, I'm alright with that.
This will make for a grand story.
Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Whoops. Was not paying attention.
Get down!
While we ride south, I will share with you my favorite juxtaposition in all of media. And I feel like it's okay for me to say this because the show's been out for a long time, but one of my favorite juxtapositions in all of media is in Seinfeld. Because in the show Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld is a... This is actually an example that I would use if I ever had to teach about the concept. In the show, Jerry Seinfeld is a comedian, as he is in real life, and he is presented at the beginning of every episode doing stand-up, and he's the funny guy. But in the show, he's the straight guy. Like, he's not funny in the show at all. His friends are all absurd and are the ones that make the show hilarious. And I have always found that to be like the ultimate juxtaposition of Jerry Seinfeld, comedian as a profession, both in real life and in the show, is not the funny guy in the show. It's great. It's a fabulous juxtaposition. So, I don't know. That's always my favorite example of anytime anybody ever not like I'm having conversations about juxtaposition very often. But if anybody ever asks me, like, what's your favorite juxtaposition? All media, that's it.
Faster, Nobu.
See, this is why you ride to places, because then you just organically find things in the environment to explore. What is this tower? Hello, sir. I'm going to steal your linen. Or, ma'am, I'm going to steal your linen. Not everything has to have purpose, which is also beautiful. Alright, let's keep going. Is that a shrine at the top of this hill? Looks like it might be. Arrow Peak Shrine. Yeah, there we go. Dude, the rain effects in this is awesome. We ran when the Mongols came. Father said the kami will keep us safe. The shrine would be a good hiding spot. Offer us protection. Here we go. If you guys are gonna cuddle, you better be nice. And not stand directly in the way. Come on. Stop it. They keep fighting, I'm kicking their asses out. Hey! Also, if I hiss at my cats, they stop. Just hilarious to me. Like, Jiro just looked at me like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yeah, you got a dad hiss. Father's sick. He can't stop shivering and we're running out of food. As if that weren't bad enough, the Mongols are back. Brother's scared they'll find a way across the bridge. Oh, man. God, that would be so terrifying. You're like with your family, you're cold, you're hungry, and like you're basically trapped on this hill. Dude, stop instigating this shit. Knock it off. I love my cats, but holy hell, dude. Oh, come on. Oh, there was a, while I'm doing this, it made me think of this. There was somebody in my YouTube comments who asked me about my position on environment traversal like this. Because in Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, I had made a comment that there should be an option for you to just have Aloy auto climb. And I stand by that for this game too. I actually do wish that there was just an option to have Jin auto do this and you just watch him. I do not find climbing stuff like this to be particularly engaging. Literally just hold the button in a, like hold the stick in a particular direction. You're gonna make the jump every time. There's no actual skill involved. Like there's not like something I have to do where I balance the controller or something like that. So I really just, I do sometimes wish that you could just watch Jin do this and just appreciate the climb for what it is, or like have the option. It's just, I don't know. This, Uncharted, Horizon, all those games that, Assassin's Creed, games that do this, I just don't find this type of traversal cool, other than the fact that the environment is so gorgeous that at least you get to see that. Father died last night. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. Not while the sun is out. It's beautiful up here. Is there somebody up here? Ooh, the rain stops as I honor the shrine? Charm of Inari. Increases supplies, predator hides bamboo, and you would gain from collecting. Oh, interesting. need to change this. Moderate increase to melee damage. And enemies stop hunting for you 40% faster. Abilities that use resolve. You sneak up on a Mongol dog, you can pet it. That's fine. Let's deal with that. One wax. God, look at that. Oh. So are we facing east? I don't know where Japan is relative to the island of Tsushima. Is that, like, would that be Japan over there? My geography out there is not particularly fantastic. So. Tsushima is off the south coast of Korea and it's westmost of Japan. So looking east, I guess potentially would. I don't know. Regardless, very cool. Uh-oh. Whoops. Damn, what the hell happened here, bro? Birdie, where are you trying to take me? Birdie. Birdie. Pillar of Honor. Oh, cool. Another katana up here somewhere. Let's see what it got. Oh. Hell yeah. Alright, what we got? Mamushi Venom. Your blades strike home with venomous precision. Meh. Not as good as mine. See you, bird. Thank you. Oh shit, is there a dead person sitting there? There is. God damn. Come on, man. Look at this. This is unreal.
Who will fight?
The draw distance. Alright, hit the right button this time, Ryan. There you go. Attaboy. Oh, shit. What do you got in here? You would. Alright, where's that fox? I hear a fox. Oh, what up, buddy? Take me. Take me there. Is the timing tricky for those standouts? They always seem so standouts. They always seem so dramatic. Not really. You just have to wait until he starts to lunge at you, and then you let go of the button. Oh, wow. Okay, so it all comes full circle there. Dude worked so hard to make your clothes white, you cover them in blood? Yeah, no. Alright. Let's keep moving. The rain is just...
Let's go, Nobu.
Oh. Azamo Foothills. Here we go. So we are, yeah, we're making our way down. The horse riding looks really good. It is. I have to say it is one of the better ones in gaming that I've experienced. Do I continue the rest of this on foot? No, I'll take Nobu. Nobu. Where you at, big dog?
Nobu.
There we go.
Quickly, Nobu.
Oh boy, there's a lot of Mongols in Azamo.
Please help me!
Hold still.
I thought I'd die here.
Go. Be well.
Take this. It's all I have.
These Torii gates lead to Arrow Peak Shrine, Sanctuary of Inari, Kami of Agriculture. Already went there.
Couldn't do this without you, boy.
Alright. More Yuna storyline coming at you. Burn down logging base, Mongol territory. Oh, baby. Clear this shit out, huh? Eliminate war camp general, reclaim stolen iron, recover Sashimono banners, damage enemies with a black powder bomb. I carry that, but... Alright, let's go. We're taking this shit head on. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Oh, shit.
Açış beni. Hiç bas.
That's right, run away. Yeah!
Perdu.
We got a glow bug over here. What are you trying to get me to? Oh, like up there? I'll get that later. First, let's kill everybody in this base.
Where
The hell is everybody? Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go.
Legion Jacinta.
Okay. Your lack of awareness is not my problem.
Hey,
Hey. I love that he just says, hey. Hey. I do love that they have that, though. It's like they challenge the remaining people. Instead of like having to hunt around for him like a madman. Boom. Hey. Camp liberated. Okay. Destroy the black powder cache. Well, before I do that, oh shit. I guess. Oh, right, I can't. Gotta do it this way. To be fair, what else would you say? Well, I mean, he could yell like anybody else or something like that. You know, like yell to the people instead of just going, hey. Like, who else wants a piece of me? I am Jin Sakai. Come fight me, you Mongol ingrates. Oh, damn. Burn down the logging base. Wow. Done. Goblin, thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate you popping into chat to say them.
You're a good host, Nobu.
Oh, there's some gold. There we go. Get this katana upgraded, homie. Alright. Let's get some Mongol artifacts now that I burn this place to the ground. Hey, you guys! Yeah, there you go. You can do that. Wondering how much Jin speaks to his horse, how big a role a pet can play for somebody's mental health. Are there any specific times when you would ever recommend somebody get a pet? Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that we have emotional service animals. But yeah, caring for something can give humans an immense sense of purpose. Having an animal care for you and show appreciation for your efforts. I mean, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, companionship is huge. It brings relationship and meaning for people. Egyptian mask. Shortly before the invasion of Tsushima, Mongol forces pushed into North Africa. Even though the Mongols were eventually defeated, many items were brought back from these countries, some traveling as far as Japan. Wow. That's so cool. That. Records. Conversations with the Khan 3. A very interesting week. Khotan Khan is holding Lord Shimura captive at Castle Kaneda. He confided that the former Jito is more valuable to him alive than dead. In fact, Khotan plans to make him an offer. Through spies and informants, Khotan shows Shimura's ambitions reach beyond Tsushima. And he also knows Shimura's wife and sons died prematurely and tragically, so he lacks an heir. Khotan's offer: join the Mongol cause, and Shimura will be made shogun, to rule as Khotan's right-hand man, and, along with Goryeo, aid Khotan in overthrowing Kublai. Any man who would stand in the way of Khotan Khan is a fool, and from what I hear, Shimura has many things, but not that. So that's pretty fascinating stuff. Let's take a guy that everybody, or a lot of people on Tsushima respect and see as a samurai, like the sort of like lead samurai, figureheady kind of guy. Again, instead of killing him and making him a martyr, let's make him my right-hand man, which essentially suggests that he is subordinate to Khan, and thus that the people of Tsushima are subordinate to the Mongols. It sends a very, very clear societal message to the people at large. And it diminishes the prestige of the samurai. And if the people that you generally believe are your best and brightest are diminished from a representation standpoint, in a lot of ways, the people of Tsushima, if they see the samurai relinquish their position and submit, they themselves will feel as if they have passively submitted. Because if the people that are supposed to protect you basically say to themselves, can't protect you, so we're going to join them, it sends a very, very real message. And so the folks of Tsushima are likely not going to feel particularly well represented. And now the Khan could integrate and say, hey, we did this for unity and we'd like to actually make sure that we take care of your people. But then why did you invade us and kill us in order to create that? So, like, the context through which the island is being taken over does not lend itself to a sense of, like, diplomacy and peace and good representation. It basically says the Mongols will always be your superior and you are subordinate. So get in line. So for as long as Shimura does not capitulate to the Khan, the people of Tsushima are likely to at least feel somewhat empowered, even if they're being actively disempowered by the Mongols. Pretty fascinating stuff there. But representation is very, very, very important as it relates to these kinds of things. And seeing the people that you perceive as being powerful or who should have power, potentially who you've elected or who's been set that way, or people that symbolically represent the ideals of your society, those people are demolished by another group. It's almost impossible to divorce yourself from the message that sends. Which is why the Khan is making so much of an effort to do that. The Mongols are formidable opponents. And if for no other, like, you don't have to necessarily agree with them at all, but you certainly have to respect their prowess. If you don't, that is a failure on your part for sure. All right. I want to know what that shiny bush over there is.
Send your best warrior.
Let's see what we got here. Probably spend those talent points, huh? Charging enemies while sprinting to knock them backwards. Typhoon kicks launch your enemy farther back and deal extra damage. See, I just don't, those don't really excite me much. Move faster while using focused hearing. That's kind of nice. Killer's instinct notice a flashing aura around assassination targets, and their allies will be alerted by their death. Oh, that's interesting. Might as well get those fully upgraded. Take me there, Mr. Fox. You think it's more powerful that Jin is able to stand up to the Mongols now that he knows how much they've conquered? Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to ask Jin that. I mean, I think Jin is already given the benefit of the doubt, given the fact that he's a samurai for the most part. Unlocked a new charm slot. Yeah. Moderate increase to arrow damage, killing enemies. All right. What is this? A healer's touch. Tsushima has too few healers for all the sick and injured. It's dangerous for them to travel to the camps where they're needed. I should help them. All right, we'll do that, but we're going to do the broken blacksmith first. I'd like to do some main questing. What a beautiful sunrise. Man, oh man. Little morning rainfall. All right.
That was a misunderstanding.
That was a scarce-sucker merchant trying to wriggle out of trouble.
And it worked. I offloaded that sour rice water and you...
Had to look over my shoulder for a month.
You're paranoid.
You owe me, Kenji.
All right, just for a little bit of context. Yuna and I have tracked her brother to a prison camp in the walled town of Azamo Bay. We're going to save Taka. We need to find help, and Yuna says she has a friend for the job. I'm guessing that's Kenji. I'll meet her at her friend's house just outside Azamo Bay. So that's where we're at.
Taka's counting on us.
I love the kid, but this is too dangerous. It will never work.
We'll make it work.
This the samurai?
You can call me Lord Sakai.
Forgive me, my lord. I am Kenji. Upstanding merchant, renowned sake brewer.
And the best swindler on the island. That's why he's going to help us rescue my brother from Azamo Bay.
That...
Which Jin is not going to like. One of the things that I love here is that Jin has to be... He has to confront his biases. He has to. Well, he doesn't have to, but he's going to if he's going to accomplish any of these things. The beautiful thing about him working with Yuna, who he has a huge amount of dissonance with because she's a thief, but she also saved him, so he has to deal with just what that means. And the fact that she works with people who are like, you know, swindlers and degenerates, as Jin would likely call them, and Jin has to work with them as a means to accomplish his own goals, means he has to reevaluate the reality of what these labels actually mean. That you could view people as less than, but all of a sudden, does viewing them as less than do you any good when you need them? And it creates a really shitty dynamic to an extent where it's like, I'm Lord Sakai, you should respect me, but I need you. Jin's not actually in a full position of power here. By virtue of the fact that Jin has to ask for help in order to save his uncle, he is already in a slightly subordinate position to anybody he asks for help. That's the nature of asking for help. So to assert himself as Lord Sakai there, I get it in the sense that it commands a degree of respect from this person, but I also don't know that asserting his hierarchical role is the way to go if you're going to build any kind of kinship with these people as you work with them. But I love the way in which this UniQuest line is forcing Jin to have to evaluate the extent to which his, you know, designation of a hierarchy in society is actually meaningful in any kind of way.
Sounds a fortress.
If the Mongols took it, we'll need an army to penetrate the walls.
Or a single delivery of sake.
It'll never work.
Get your sake ready. We'll discuss the plan on the move.
Let's have a drink first. Talk this through.
Now, Kenji.
I like this guy. The Broken Blacksmith.
When we get close to the town, you can hide in the cart with the sake.
The Mongols won't search it?
Not anymore. It's the same sake delivery I always sell them. They love my Dars. Dars, Mongol, give a Dars now!
You've been doing business with the enemy.
I keep the Mongols drunk, and they let me keep my head.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple episodes ago. I do not judge anybody on this island who is not in a position of power, who does whatever they have to do to survive. I totally understand and respect why he would sell them sake if it means they keep him alive. Completely get it. And Jin is not in a place to judge him for that. Jin has the ability to defend himself. Jin has the power and privilege to be able to say, I'm a samurai, I can hold my own, I don't have to capitulate to anybody. This is all this guy has. This guy is not a samurai. He is not a warrior. He does not benefit the Mongols really in any way because the Mongols have objectified this entire island. So if he has something that is desirable to them and it allows him to stay alive, you know, Jin would say probably, well, you know, if you die to the Mongols because you try to hold your own, you die with honor. And selling them sake is dishonorable because you're keeping our enemy drunk. Like, dude, if a person is trying to survive, isn't that in and of itself respectable? Honor and all this stuff is all
You
great,
sure you want to go through with this?
Anything for
but not when the rubber hits the road. All right. This is great. We're going to climb in the cart, travel
How
with
bad is
Kenji
the
and you.
occupation in Azamo Bay?
A few people fought back. The ones left alive are prisoners or slaves.
But you never saw Taka?
No. But someone's been working the forge the past few days. Maybe it's your brother.
How long have you two known each other?
Since I was too young to know better.
I was just starting to brew sake. Sold Yuna my first batch.
Tasted like piss, but it was cheap.
For a while, I tried to get Taka's help selling it. Turned out he was too soft.
People told him sob stories, and he'd give them sake, free of charge. Mongols.
Damn, you two better get in the cart.
There aren't many. I can handle them.
No, Jin. Taka is so close. Please.
All right.
Good. Yeah, so, God, see, there's so many, this is what, I love this. There's so many layers to this. By the way, I'm rubbing my eyes, not because I'm stressed out, but because for whatever reason, I feel like I have an eyelash in my eye and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, I love how many layers there are to this. If Jin goes in guns blazing and the Mongols see somehow that Kenji was valent to him when that happened, Kenji is now in danger. Like, Jin needs to understand the broader impact of his brashness with his way of the samurai. That when you go in guns blazing like that, the people around you are associated with that. And you potentially put them in danger when you show yourself to be a samurai. So if you want to protect these people, sometimes you have to go along with the plan. And I appreciate his willingness to do that. I'm not criticizing him so much as trying to kind of cultivate some context around like why Jin's orientation to this moment is not particularly useful. And why he needs to learn to play along with Yuna and Kenji, because they know the way. They have survived this environment in the same way, not in the same way, but similar to how Jin has survived the environment. In the same way that all of us have figured out, if you are sitting here watching this video right now, whether as it's happening, as it's come out on YouTube, or years into the future, the very fact that you are sitting here watching this video suggests that whatever you've done up until this point in your life has facilitated your survival. It works. I understand that people have varying degrees of pleasantness in their life, and that not everybody is living a life that feels particularly great to live, but you still have ultimately survived it. And that is such an important thing to understand about everyone around you, which is that you may not agree with the way that they have facilitated their own survival. You may not understand it, but they have survived nonetheless. And those survival strategies get reinforced over time. Kenji and Yuna have survived the environment of Tsushima by being cunning, deceiving, stealing, etc. And while you may not agree with that as being honorable or moral or whatever, the reality is survival is the ultimate reinforcement mechanism. And so they continue to do these things in the way they do them because they're banking on them working. Doesn't mean that they always will. But when Kenji says, get in the cart, we're going to do it my way, it's because he's done this a bunch of times. When's the last time we saw Jin deliver sake behind enemy lines? We haven't. So we have to trust Kenji's judgment on this because it is better than ours. I love it. Jin isn't the hero. He's not the mastermind of everything he comes across as much as he might like to be, because he believes he's supposed to be the person in the position of power. He's supposed to be the protector. And if he engages with some level of splitting around that, where if other people protect him, he sees himself as weak and them strong, that's not the right way to look at it. It's just people using different skill sets and different pasts and representations and experiences in order to survive the environment. An environment that is not particularly easy to survive right now. So it's just it's just so cool. I love how much of this gets wrapped up in these interactions. So we do what he says. Hide in the cart. I kind of wish that we were in the cart with
They
Jin.
might search the car.
You said they don't do that.
Town gates. I've never seen them this far out here.
My hand. Please, you shoot your boy. Hey. You,
Ugh.
go.
Dars! Dars for Azamo Bay!
Aha, Dars. Hurry up.
There you go, buddy.
Just a little farther.
What was all that screaming?
Doesn't matter. Keep it down.
Is that what Taka's going through?
Your brother's a skilled blacksmith. They won't treat him like that.
You don't know that.
Well, they'll treat him like that, but they'll keep him alive because he has something to offer. Like that's kind of the awful thing, right? Is like nobody wins here. If you're not useful to the Mongols, they kill you. If you're useful to the Mongols, they treat you terribly. Like, yeah, they may keep you alive, they may give you a bit of food, but they're gonna force you to do the thing that you're good at, and if you don't do it, they're liable to torture you or threaten you with death. Like, it's not like exactly the most wonderful thing ever if you're alive. You know, this idea that Jin has that, like, well, you know, he's a blacksmith, so he'll be respected. No. He'll be driven as an indentured servant or as a slave to do their bidding to the extent that they want him to. He's not going to have, like, labor rights. He's not going to garner the respect of the higher-ups.
Getting close. Quiet.
You can't apply our sensibilities to the Mongols. They're a totally different culture. And they're trying to assert dominance over the island.
Mongol. What's that, Dirch?
Oh, baby.
I can't believe this worked. Oh no.
Dude, this
Somebody was pissed off the Mongols. They burned half the town.
No kidding.
This is where we part ways.
Keep the Mongols drunk and distracted.
I'll do my best.
Stay safe, Genji.
And you, Lord Sakai.
Thank you, Kenji.
Taka's waiting for us. Let's go.
Once we're done, I'll meet you at the crossroads behind town.
We need a vantage point to scout ahead.
This way.
Remember, no alarms. We do this quietly.
All the prisoners suffer. Got it.
Look at that, Jin being more open to the idea of doing this quietly now.
Up here. Go. By the gate.
He's in charge. A slaver.
Bastard.
He's inspecting the prisoners like they're horses.
He might lead us to Taka.
Follow him.
Jesus.
Taka's probably fine. He wouldn't try to run.
Let's go.
Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Ah, I totally messed this up. Yeah. God damn it. The following mechanic in this is pretty tough, but I'm not going to blame the game for this. That was really dumb on my part. Oh, the game's essentially saying, stay on the rooftops, Ryan. I jumped right on him. Yep. I don't ever really think of going up high in order to stay away from them, because it's like in real life, it'd be like you look up and you'd see us. Like we are not we're not inconspicuous at all. But whatever, it's fine. It's a game. I'm just glad these houses are put together in such a way that
Is only blacksmith.
Oh, I'm a blacksmith too, and I'll do much better work.
I cannot feed two. I get rid of him, but be ready to prove yourself.
That bastard! He'll kill Taka!
Market's full of Mongols.
We can't lose the slaver if he reaches Taka first.
Stay close, Yuna. I'll find a way through.
Will I? Dude, this place is like swarming with Mongols. Oh, and that guy just screamed. Okay. Oh no.
I don't know what you want.
The slaver.
Can't let her get away.
Jeez.
Didn't it work?
Please. I need to rest.
It's Taka.
Damn.
You know.
Taka! What did they do to you? You're safe now.
We need to move. We can't. They'll catch us, just like the others.
This is Lord Sakai. He'll protect us.
I need you to trust me, Taka. I need your help.
All well and good. This is another one of those moments where I think Jin would do well to take a second to empathize. Jin is so confident in his abilities that he, I think, mistakenly makes the assumption that everybody will see him as the competent samurai that he is, when that's not going to be everybody's reality. Because as far as almost everybody on the island is concerned, the samurai were decimated by the Mongols. Meaning that if your best and brightest and most powerful were destroyed by the Mongols, you had damn well better be terrified of them. And seeing a samurai is not necessarily going to be the relief that you think it is. Because, again, we saw you all, we heard that you all got destroyed. So when Jin shows up and Yuna says, "This is Lord Sakai," and Jin kneels down and says, "I need you to trust me," that's not good enough. What's good enough, and it takes about the same amount of time, is I know you're afraid. You have every right to be afraid. These Mongols are an incredible force. Your sister and I have gone through great lengths to get here. And I hope that you will trust in my ability to protect you as we try to get you out of here. I understand your hesitation. And also, you're cooked if you stay here. So this is your best chance at survival. Let's make it happen. That would make a big difference because it gets on his level. It gets to an understanding of his experience. His fear that he shows there is something that he sees validated by the person that he's afraid of, and he is likely going to trust him more. Doesn't take that much more time. So, I mean, what Jin did here is fine, but if you really wanted to refine it, that's you work with your audience. Instead of Jin being so focused on himself as protector, you get to know and empathize who you're protecting. Then that will create a lot more trust.
I'll try, my lord.
I mean, who knows what this guy's been subjected to? I don't think so, John. I haven't gotten that sense.
Nearby. And that's where we break out.
I don't think Jin sees himself as superior. I mean, I'm sure that Jin is probably, glad to
Found
have
this lady.
survived.
They'll kill
But
us. We need to hide.
No, keep moving.
And climb those crates.
Where are we going?
Kenji's waiting for us at the crossroads.
Kenji's with you?
If he made it out alive.
here's hoping. Let's go. Full sprint. Do you think Jin's overconfidence comes across as arrogance sometimes? To outsiders, yeah.
Are you cowards?
Yeah, we're fighting them. Let's go. I'll take them all out. I'm going to show you my prowess here, bud. Show you that I'm a person you can trust to protect you.
Marcela, Marcin! The hell are they? Oh.
Tara, Yagberna.
Over here!
Where the hell did you go? What the hell? Where is over here?
Kangway, Han!
Jin Sakai built.
All right. Jeez. Holy cow. All right, we need to go. Oh, we need to go left. All right, so I liberated the camp. That's kind of funny. All right. Kenji, where you at, my brother? More of you.
Hindwan!
Ooh. Did I even get hit in that whole sequence? That felt like some really solid swordsmanship.
They're coming for us. Get in the tall grass and stay down.
It's Kenji! Taka! You made it!
Were you followed?
No, but we can't go back to my place. It's crawling with Mongols. We should go.
We have to put some distance between us and Azamo Bay.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
Haven't seen a Mongol since dawn. I think we're clear.
We need to figure out where to go next.
There's a place up ahead where you can see most of Izuhara.
Everyone all right?
I could use a drink and some sleep.
I can help with one of those.
Taka, you've been quiet.
First time in days, I haven't felt like I was about to die. My lord.
Yeah, and that would be a trip. Like, to expect that Taka is going to be anything other than traumatized or at best disoriented would be ridiculous. This dude's been under siege for his own life for so long and has been used in ways that we probably can't even fathom. So letting it sink in that he somehow managed to make it out alive is probably a real trip. If for no other reason, then he probably made his peace with death. I would, if I'm a betting man, I'm saying there's a 95 to maybe 99% chance that Taka thought he was going to die there. Assumed that the Mongols were going to take him out. And so he sabotaged the stuff maybe as a way to exert some autonomy on the situation. But probably has like done all of his reflecting, confronted what it means to have his life end in a way that was beyond his control and under terrible circumstances, that it happened under duress, that lost sense of control, the lost sense of safety and security means that trauma most likely crept its way in, and then all of a sudden your sister shows up with a samurai and all of a sudden you're out. That's a trip and a half. When you stop, like, there's this kind of this fascinating thing that happens, but it makes sense when people, I mean, usually you hear about this in the context of suicide, but in Taka's case, I think it would also play a role here, where one of the scariest moments from like a suicide prevention standpoint is when a person stops envisioning their life post death. Like, essentially, where like sometimes you can get ambivalence with a person where they're like, you know, oh well, you know, I have to go to a rehearsal next week, and that means that they're still conceptualizing their future in some way. When a person shuts off a conceptualization of their future, That is a very profound moment in a person's life. And whether that is something because you're choosing to end your own life, or if it's because you've resigned yourself to the fact that your life's going to end because of, in this case, the hands of other people, or maybe some sort of like terminal illness or something. It's a really wild space to have to recalibrate yourself into survival again after you've resigned yourself to death. It'd be like if somebody was in stage 4 cancer and said, you've got like 3 months to live, and then somehow beats the cancer. Like, you've done all the grieving, you've done all the reflecting, you've engaged with all the people, and then all of a sudden you miraculously come around. What people outside of that situation often expect is that that person is just going to be thrilled that they're still alive. That Taka would be nothing but overjoyed by the fact that he has managed to have his life salvaged. And he probably will get there to appreciating that. But the recalibration you have to do to get back on board with a future is monumentally difficult, and is not something that I think is talked about enough. And I think that's what he's going through. It's probably why he's quiet. It's probably why he hasn't expressed appreciation. It's probably why he's just kind of going along for the ride right now, because he really has to like put himself back together as somebody who now has a life to live. That's a wild experience.
Lord, I am grateful. But how do you know Kenji and my sister?
I owe Yuna my life.
We have something in common.
I'm just going to share this because why not? Bring a little levity to the heaviness. So both of my cats are currently sleeping on my desk. My cats are brothers, and they're bonded. They don't look exactly the same, but they are brothers. They are laying exactly the same way. Their paw position, their heads, their back feet, their tails, they are identical in the way that they are laying on the desk right now. And it's like one of those moments where you just realize, like, oh, you guys really are brothers. And it's awesome. It's so cute. And they're both just passed out and content as can be right now.
I'm not built for riding all night.
Komatsu is just over that ridge.
They have a forge.
One of the best on the island.
Good place to make tools. Maybe something to get Jin over the walls of Castle Canada. What do you say, Taka?
My lord, I'll do anything to repay you for freeing me.
Thank you. Taka, Kenji, get some rest. We can't stay here long. How are you doing?
I have my brother back.
He's shaken up. Can you get him to Komatsu in one piece?
With food and rest, he'll be fine.
Your brother wasn't the only prisoner in Azamo Bay.
You're going to save them.
And make their captors suffer.
Good.
Ride for Komatsu Forge. I'll join you when I can.
Jin? Thank you.
Broken blacksmith. Rescue Yuna's blacksmith brother. Am I drinking tea? Hell yeah. Three Tales update. Yuna's brother is finally safe, but we had to split up after our escape. I should make sure they reach the town of Komatsu Forge. If Taka's had time to recover, he may be able to make me a tool to climb the walls of my uncle's prison at Castle Canada. Yes. Indeed. A servant to the people. The farm here looks like it's had some trouble. I should make sure people are alright. Okay, we got all sorts of good unfinished business. There we go. Good shit, man. fabulous. Just fabulous. Friends, thank you so much for taking the time to watch part 10. I'm going to end us there. I appreciate you taking the time to make it all the way through. If you decide to leave a comment, thanks so much for doing that. If you leave a thumbs up, I appreciate that. If you tell people about the playthrough or share my channel with folks, that means the world to me. Thanks so much for getting more eyeballs on this. Again, I'm but one man's perspective. It seems like you all care about what that perspective is. I thank you for that. And I'm very much looking forward to part 11. This has been so awesome. So awesome. If you're binging, I'll see you in the next episode. And if you're waiting for the next one to come out, I will get it out as soon as I can. I appreciate you. You matter, and I'll see you in the next one.